wish these Andres would get out of here. Oh, and Lagaface. Why are you guys hanging out with Lagaface? Itamok, jump that wizard. You're probably not going to get to him in time, but try it. Oh, man. Adir, go for the Brood Mother. Let's knock everybody down. Okay, these guys are going out like wimps. Oh, where the heck did you come from?
My mind feels sharp as...
Stab him.
Hey.
Jerk. Alright, let's take all this stuff. Find Pike.
Right.
Left. Okay, I gotta walk over this way because this was exposed because of the cutscene. I wonder when you guys are gonna show up. Alright, ooh, man, did he hit a deer. That typically doesn't happen. Liquid, where are you at? We're gonna try to hammer out on him.
Can't get a good shot.
Hammer it is then.
Hey. All right, then.
Answers that question. Probably got lucky, but that was funny. Alright, let's check this way. Here, you come to us. I'd rather fight one of you at a time if possible.
Can't get a good shot with them.
Oh, you would knock the guy back to kill you one hit.
Hey.
You got killed by my wolf.
Thoughts must flow deeply indeed.
Grieving Mother, what do you have to chat about right now? We're in the middle of something. As you turn to Grieving Mother, you find her already at your side. A question rises to the surface of her mind like a bubble from the depths, yet her eyes are cast down.
There is something I would ask of you, Watcher. A burden I would relieve. Yet, even the asking is a burden of another kind.
Ask anything, I will ease your burdens as best as I can.
The memories of the birthing bell, the hollowborn, the mothers. Even knowing that my actions were righteous, necessary, their memory haunts me.
Oh, okay, I was
see
right.
Reflections of the lives I could not save wherever we travel. And when I lie down to sleep, the dreams of empty children and blind eyes are more vivid still.
Yeah, this is the one I was thinking of where I had read somewhere about don't erase her memories. Okay, I won't.
Please, Watcher. I tried once to forget, and yet echoes still tormented my soul. But if you were to cleanse my soul of the memory, I could at last be free of it. Will you grant me this?
How will this affect you? Will you even be the same person?
I will be the same, only free of the memory. My allegiance, my skill, these will still be dedicated to our cause, to your aid.
No, the memory is both a penance and a lesson, and you'll learn to like it. She stiffens as if struck. At last her shoulders slump as she looks back to you.
But these memories, the pain, anger, brokenness, how am I to continue when these thoughts fill my mind?
The pain you remember was felt even more keenly by those you would forget. Don't dishonor them.
This is a difficult truth, but truth nonetheless. I thank you for your aid, Watcher, even if it is difficult to bear.
Farewell. Even if you don't finish your quest, she doesn't get a bad ending. Yeah, I had read about that somewhere about her. I think when I was trying to figure out how to do that initial dialogue tree with her that I was getting stuck on before. Oh, hi. How the heck did you hit a deer? He was like way away from you.
Can't get a good shot with.
Oh crap, a deer move over. There you go. Let Liquid get him.
Hey.
Alright. Let's see.
Of course.
You can just make out the blurred shape of an eyeless behind the ice. Alright, let's get this one. Let's get in position. Or not. A deer just runs straight out the other way. Oh crap, got a couple of them. Liquid, I'm switching you back to your sword because you've not killed one of these since. Oh, Liquid, what are you doing? Come on. Who are you attacking? You're not attacking a deer. A deer move. Attacking a deer. Oh, man. Did he destroy that one? He did. So Carnage can hit... He can kill vessels with Carnage. With that thing.
Didn't we already fight these things?
With the area of effect. That is nice. And that is why I've been occasionally trying to get him some intelligence.
Hey.
So he can take a pack of them and, like, he could kill, theoretically, like, a couple of them in one hit. Let's see if this loops around back that way. Oh, our order's all messed up.
Can't get a good shot with this.
These guys aren't that bad 1-on-1.
All right, then. Of course.
I'm assuming there's nothing in that tiny little bit of... What the hell is that thing? Tentacle. You're disgusting. Oh, and he got back. Oh, man. Oh, crap. This might be a bad idea. Liquid, now would be a great time to start doing something neat with your sword. These things can get knocked down, I think. They can.
My mind
Alright, Sagani. I don't know what those tentacles can do, but let's drop this guy. Tentacles near death. Never mind. Go after him. Dazed for 17 seconds. Breaks engagement. Tentacles can do nasty damage. That is just what I wanted to hear. Full attack. Damage. I could do that once encounter. I'm in Heart of Fury. I've been being very bad about using that. Let's see about the rocks they throw. Okay. So far, so good. Nobody's really getting that hurt. Something tells me it can't be dominated. Nope, can't be dominated. Tentacles can't either, so that's worthless. Now, what else you got here? Detonate. To be fair, though, have you ever tried? Oh crap, what's that shit? Okay, I'm in a situation here. Let's see. Stasis shield, I'm not gonna use that. Actually, I might save a deer's ass at the moment. Time parasite. Let's actually... Let's try something crazy and try to disintegrate this tentacle. Probably won't do anything, but... Maybe. Scani, wounding shot. I need to get this thing dead quick. Adir, shield mode. Barely injured. That did not do much. Then again, it should be ticking down. Oh, I got it. Okay. You two go after that tentacle. Adir, go after that tentacle.
Really good.
You two go after this tentacle.
Got it in.
Oh man, how many tentacles are there? Shoot. Alright, get this one. Itamox down.
I've done something.
We're fine, Adir. Just get this one tentacle. And then don't move for a bit. Man, how you look ridiculous. There. Okay, everybody retreat
I don't
up
think
here.
we've seen the last of Andra's secrets.
So wait a minute. Tentacles are attached to things, usually. That must be that thing she was talking about that's bad. That was here.
Hey.
So all we got's this. Frozen eyeless. I wonder why that's got a mark on it. That thing doesn't thaw or something. Alright.
Alright then.
Let's line up. What's wrong with you, Liquid? -2 intellect. Okay, we're resting. And make an actual save. Anybody else down here that wants to come out? Nice and easy without... Okay, back up. I'm not going for it in case there's more tentacles. There's water right there. Liquid. Liquid, what on earth are you doing? Get over here. Oh, you've been pushed back. Okay. I can forgive that a little bit. Okay, get up. There you go. You knock these guys down if they can be. I think they can. Knock them down. these guys hit hard. That must have been what killed Liquid before. The heck are you guys hitting me with? Is it just your attacks? Isla's Scream must be doing it. Yeah, it looks like it. Oh, that was stupid. I hit my own people.
Hey.
Liquid, we might be going back to the hammer because you're having terrible luck destroying these guys.
Hey.
Like, absolutely terrible luck with it. Let's try the hammer again.
Hey.
Anybody else up here?
I'm here.
Sakani, try not to get caught here. Come on, an arrow over here. There you go.
Got an arrow for this one.
Apparently he wasn't interested in coming with you.
Of course. Hey.
Wow, they can hit from like anywhere on the screen, it looks like. Oh, hell. Yeah, keep backing up. I'm not trusting that there's not more of those tentacles. Whoop, whoop, whoop.
Yeah.
Whoa, what the hell was that? Are you guys throwing stuff at me? Yeah, you are. Okay, I gotta actually go after you.
Thoughts were dull.
Come on, 140. Roll some dice. About time. Okay, there we go. Okay, he's redeemed himself. Stone piercers are ranged.
Hey.
Alright.
Hey.
Well, it looks like we're good to go in here. Final dungeon and main story to DLC. Alright. I'm so close. Make your way to the fragment. I know it just auto-saved. I don't know why I quick-saved it too. Paranoia. At least there shouldn't be any tentacles in here. Oh, God. God, I should just shut up. Oh, okay. Hair of Andra. Columns of water rise up from the pool in front of you, shifting and writhing, whipping air around them in a vortex. Basically, after the siege of Console Hot, you need to return to Stalwart, where you will find something that unlocks the final dungeon, as it were, of the DLC, which is really hard unless you got the unless you go to diplomatic route. Oh, okay. I didn't know there was more after this.
You have done well to have come so far. I confess I was not certain you would make it.
Well, I knew about Console Hot. I remember that, but I didn't know there was something after that.
But I do not wish to give false hope. The greater challenge remains in front of you.
Is there a drinking contest? The islands have to be stopped for the good of the Deerwood.
Running through the core of this rock is a large growth of crystal. You will know it when you see it. A blow to the crystal would reverberate through the walls of this place. Strike it enough and the entire structure would crumble. The Eyeless would be buried. Of course, it would take a person years to cause enough damage.
But not with the help of the Eyeless.
Then you know what must be done. Strike the crystal with Obidon's hammer. The Eyeless will wake and come to its call. Join in striking the crystal. They will cluster together and bury themselves.
Handy.
I have realized it is best that they should be ended, for within each of them is a small piece of Obidon himself. Upon their deaths, those fragments and the memories they contain will be safely dispersed.
Continue.
I had not considered the dangers of allowing them to persist, until a watcher appeared at my abbey.
What aren't you telling me?
A single strike upon the crystal will not be enough. The Eyeless respond only as long as the hammer rings. You will need to remain until their work is complete, wielding the hammer until the walls come crumbling down.
You mean for me to die here?
Your sacrifice will be mourned, but your fate is already sealed. The Eyeless cannot be reasoned with or fled from. One day not far from now, they would kill you and level the Deerwood. You have seen what they will do. This is the way you can stop them. And the truth is that you are marked by the Eyeless for a reason. It would be better for all if the things you have seen were forgotten.
Oh, maybe we should just hang ourselves.
A great sacrifice for a greater good.
You seem way too eager for me to die here, Grieving Mother.
A clean slate for us and the world. Maybe that's not such a bad thing.
You too, Manoha. Why do we call them to drop all at once back into the pool, setting up a small splash? The pool settles, and looking down into it, you see only the faces of you and your companions, alone and condemned. I hear Eyeless. Alright, let's save it. Let's do this. Oh, hey, hi. How's it going? Excuse me. Okay. Now I need you to do that every time, Liquid.
All right, then.
I need you to get real lucky here. Oh, that's a range one. Lovely. Alright. Oh, two range ones. Even better. He can't get to him. Alright, go for it. Just try to knock him on her ass.
No good.
Good, look.
Of course.
Alright, so far so good. Judging by the claw marks and scales around the edges of this pool, you believe it's regularly used by Lag of Faith. You see something shimmering in the depths of the frigid, murky water. Send a deer. A deer dives in and immediately feels the cold bite of the water. The water is calm, but a person with weak constitution will suffer greatly if submerged more than a few moments. Dive towards the shimmering light. A deer shrugs off the intense cold and dives towards light, glinting in the murky depths of the ice cave. A deer quickly recovers a cache of Log of Faith treasures, including a variety of coins and a set of surprisingly well-preserved plate greaves. Fortunately, the disturbance of the horde was observed by a pack of Log of Faith that are swimming over to investigate. Hiding from Log of Faith will be difficult, but attempting to outswim them will require phenomenal athletic ability. I don't remember how freaking... That's probably better than you trying to hide. A deer launches off the bottom of the ice cave and begins to swim towards the surface. Unfortunately, outswimming a band of determined Log of Faith is difficult even under the best of circumstances. One of a deer's legs is horribly mangled in the process of escaping. Moments later, furious Log of Faith erupt from the pool. And just puts me directly into a fight with him immediately. Alright, you two down here. And of course there's a brood mother. You two over here. Actually, a deer go right there. Deer, I'm gonna let you run around with that bad leg for a bit. I'm gonna take some more damage before I rest here. What all did you grab? Oh, that's the battle horn. Haven't even used that stuff. Haven't really even thought about it.
Hey.
Can't get a good shot with them.
Let's try to sing out. I don't know if it'll work in here, but...
God.
You guys stuck. Salva, what are you doing?
Good shot with this.
Must have to use it outside. It's not doing anything. I guess that makes sense. Wouldn't necessarily hear it. And plus, you got that one where you shoot the cannons. You wouldn't be able to shoot the cannons inside of here.
You ready for this?
It's gotta be a crystal. We ready for this? Rest before you descend into the water. Okay. A ridge overlooks a broad chamber half flooded with lake water. You could crawl down this way, but it looks too steep and slick to climb back up. Climb down. What in the holy hell is that thing? Oh, God. First of all, I just want to say that is a really neat looking monster. It's also a very horrifying looking monster. Okay. One of Andra's ancient creatures, like so much, it is beyond her control now. Boy, Andra seems pretty useless at controlling her stuff. Just saying. Alright, so what? 4 tentacles? Oh boy, how the hell do I even approach this fight? Let's, before we do anything, I'm going to do something I don't normally do. My dog is snoring behind me. That's why I haven't gotten up to let him out. They're all resting peacefully. 20 seconds. Alright, I'm going to let you guys get closer. This boss is really easy. Kill the tentacles and then hit it in the face.
Boss ancient creature. Like a soul.
Oh, hey, okay. The tentacles are coming after me.
Beyond enemy.
That makes this easier. Liquid, what? You must have got dragged up there. Alright, Grieving Mother, get back this way. You have anything available to you right now? You do. Let's, you can be able to dominate him. We figured that out before. Can they be stunned? They can. Silent Scream. Alright, got one. Liquid, second wind. Alright, now get this thing. Actually switch over to your hammer. This isn't a vessel. Grieving Mother, you may want to get out of there.
My mom.
Shit. Sawa, get over there. Grieving Mother, you've got something I can do about this, I think. Actually, it can't be knocked down, right? Does not say they can't be knocked down. Alright, get out of there. Alright. Hit you in the face.
My mom.
Boy, I'm really glad that died before these guys showed up. Oh, crap. Grieving Mother, you might be dead. Just do it. Ah, you jerk. Switch that sword. Oh, wait. Wrong person. Start hitting. Maybe you can get them both at once. That would be awesome.
Can't get.
Alright, one down. Nice, Liquid.
Hey.
Okay, yeah, that was surprisingly easy.
Hey.
All look and no bite. That was seriously cool looking though. Like, I wasn't even expecting that to happen. I thought when I went, like, in here, it was gonna, like, go underwater. I thought maybe that's what I needed that diving mask for or something. Now bang the crystal, not that way. This is my stream. I'll do what I want. Let's see. Alright. I thought the game froze for a second. An enormous crystal juts from the wall like a spearhead protruding from a wound. An army of reflections stares back at you from the crystal's perfect facets. It echoes the sound of your footsteps in soft ringing hums.
I have come to peace in your company. My soul no longer clings to this existence. Allow me to return the favor. Allow me to stay behind.
You just want to feel pain. Someone will have to take up Abaddon's hammer and strike the crystal, and Andra warned that whoever does so will be buried in his place with the eyeless. Whom do you choose? I was going to say, I would do this myself. I'm the one that's the reason we're all
I
here.
wish they knew you like I did.
Plus, I absolutely know this isn't going to kill me. Something's going to happen.
As long as I live, Masuk will sing your name alongside Persok's.
A great act of freedom. Your body will suffer for it, but your soul will flourish. Always, I will remember your example.
Your sacrifice will save many lives.
Adir is definitely going along with me all the time in the second game.
You're a brave soul. Wish I'd met you sooner.
Manaha's voice almost doesn't fit. Like, she sounds like she's like in a diner or something talking to you. You heft the hammer and swing it at the crystal. A perfect, clear tone rings through the air and resonates through your teeth. Seconds later, ripples shiver through the water. Something big is coming. You give the others a final nod. Unless you have the helmets, or, apparently never done it myself, freed the Dwarven souls from the forge, whoever bangs the crystal actually does. Seriously? So, like, if you do it, it's game over then? Like, if your main does it? The rest of the party scrambles out of the flooded cavern and flees through the tunnels. Damn, that's actually cool. You continue hammering at the crystal, each stroke magnifying the last. The echoes build into physical tremors. Meanwhile, a heavier rhythm pulses through the cave, footsteps, dozens of them. The others round a corner, only to see a line of eyeless advancing. The creatures stagger to the rhythm of the hammer thuds below, yet they crane their necks towards the party, ratcheting back their piston arms. Cast Ringleader. I don't remember what it does, but cast it. Oh wait, isn't Ringleader like a charming thing? Consider who will cast it. Grieving Mother. Pocket of eyeless near the middle of the procession roar and turn on their neighbors. Okay, that's cool. I like that that was a thing you could do there. It's so random, but it makes sense. Chaos ripples down the line as the eyeless turn toward a commotion. Dodge past them. Party sprints past the distracted monsters. Fortunately, the creatures are too focused on the hammering to give chase. They continue toward the cave. You maintain a steady tempo on the crystal. It looked like we're all like banging on some kind of crystal-looking drum there. Eyeless gather in the cavern where they batter the walls in time with the hammer's rhythmic blows. The ground shakes, falling rocks and shattering crystals splash to the ground. Party flees through dark, rumbling corridors. More spellbound eyeless shamble along, but they're too entranced by the swelling cadence to take more than an idle swipe at the party. Bang your head! Tunnel narrows. Light filters through ahead. The exit must be around the next bend. But it's clogged with rubble. Meanwhile, the ground drops several feet at once and the tunnel begins rolling on its axis. The distant sound of rushing water echoes from the cavern. Frenzied, smash the rubble. Manaha. Consider who will do it. Manaha. Fury descends and fills Manaha's body with desperate violent strength. Manaha bashes a path through the rubble. The moon shudders again. The party escapes onto the ice just as another thunderous crash sounds from below. Eyeless continue pouring into the cavern from every visible tunnel and crevice. Your ears ring at the ever-growing cacophony of smashing rock and shattering crystal. This would totally be destroying your eardrums at this point. Meanwhile, the water level is rising. Skull-splitting crack rends the air and a surge of water knocks you from your feet. The entire cavern rotates, plunging you into a freezing soup of jagged metal, torn flesh, and stone. The others dash across the lake. The ice squeals and crackles, rocking dangerously underfoot. The sinking moon groans. Long fissures race across the ice. Scout for a more stable place to cross. The surface of the ice is riddled with cracks. Only someone who knows what to look for can find safe passage. Who will go? Sagani? Sagani charts a careful path across the ice, skirting cracks and dodging thin patches. Nasatik. So this is really cool too, because like so far, Grieving Mother, her, and Manaha have all worked to get us out of here. The rest of the party follows. At last, everyone reaches the safety of the shore. In the middle of the lake, only the tip of the moon is still visible above the ice. The survivors watch in silence as it sinks into the depths. You trudge through the rubble at the lake bottom. The water is freezing, the air in the diving helmet is acrid, and the sound of your own breathing roars in your ears. Still, it's better than drowning. You navigate out of the settling rubble and see the ghostly light of the surface above. It's a good thing he kept that helmet, and the others didn't run off with it. At last you reach the shallows. You punch through a thin crust of ice and crawl ashore, trembling but alive. Whew. You stand at the edge of the lake. The bobbling of the ice and the rippling of the water surface slows until you're looking at a moment frozen in time. When the world begins moving once more, it moves in reverse. And that's why that quest is so critically important. Unless you get the K-Nua quest, the helmet is the best way to make sure nobody dies. Yeah. Surface of the water churns and whirls like it's about to spew something up, and it does. A fragment of Inoni Brather rises unbroken. Ice reforms around the surface of the lake, spreading in long freezing fingers. Eyeless file out of the moon fragment and onto the ice. They wind around the moon in a never-widening spiral. They stop as the head of their line reaches you. They speak in a single voice that resonates with grinding metal and hissing steam.
We shatter and sink, discarded like worn tools. Why have you consigned us to oblivion?
Why are you guys suddenly talking? You would have killed many innocent people.
We do not cherish violence, but we will fight to defend the legacies of this world.
The eyeless stand tall, ratcheting their arms back.
In one hand, a hammer. In the other, a mace. We protect the greatest works of civilization, lest it collapse beneath its own weight.
Then why did you storm Durgan's battery 200 years ago, huh? Their protest is as sharp as squealing metal.
We would sooner sacrifice our own bodies than dislodge a single stone from such a place. Why do you torment us with baseless accusations?
Who else could have done such damage to a mighty Pargrun fortress? The eyeless are still, but you hear their gears whirl as their collective spirit ponders this.
Then we were betrayed.
Maybe the whole pounding on a crystal made him feel pretty musical. Take one. Yeah, you were transformed against your will.
And we were made to betray something we cherish.
You feel their bitter agony like a hammer strike. What was that?
The bedrock of civilization.
Suddenly they attack the ice beneath them, slicing and shattering it with their mighty swings from their iron arms. And where the ice breaks, ancient towers rise, blotting out the blue in the sky and white peaks. What is this?
Each culture builds on the bones of the last. Yet many only look up at where they would go, never down at the foundations that bear them. Like a mason who builds a listing tower.
The remaining ice sheet cracks and groans.
What peril do they inflict on their progeny? And what dishonor on their forebears?
You hear the strain of crumbling stone in the voice of the eyeless. The betrayal of memory upsets you greatly.
It is accepting a gift only to spit in the face of the giver. Every advance in the crafts and institutions of Kith was forged by skill and sacrifice.
You feel these words and anger behind them in your bones.
A people cut off from their history will wither, and they deserve no less.
People cut off from their history will wither and they deserve no less. What do you suggest?
To pull the blinders from the eyes of gods and Kith.
Continue.
That is why we must return to ourself and restore Abidan.
What do you mean about returning to yourself?
When Ione Brotha fell, Abidan lost much. His will to preserve, the memory of how and why he died. But he built us with fragments of his own soul. In returning, we can restore what was taken from him.
You speak as if history were a guide, yet it doesn't always provide a good example.
Then do not look to it for one. History is not a moral
Touché.
force, but a set of facts. These facts show Kith where they have come from, and how to move forward.
Dear Woodens and Glenfathens have fought 2 wars over their history and they still haven't moved forward.
But the memory of those wars has likely saved them from another now, when it would shatter a barren Deerwood.
Perhaps you're right.
One cannot cast history aside simply because it's unpleasant.
Pargrunen were obsessed with the past. They died in the keep they built to honor it.
And their brethren have built a culture that stretches across Eora, all because they recognize the importance of their shared legacy.
Well, that was weird. That never happened before. I get mad at you because you used the word bitch. That was odd. Huh. I didn't know that was a thing I had going on either. I really need to dig into my bot at some point. Yet the Pargrunen of Durgan's battery might have built more if they'd surrendered this obsession with legacy and moved east. And before you killed them, they nearly destroyed themselves arguing over the meaning of that legacy. Legacy is an idea. We shouldn't prize it over the lives and well-being of Kith.
To what exactly? A war with the peoples there? A deadly blight or crippling disease? The future you would have given them is uncertain. Yet it would have bequeathed Kith nothing so great as Durgan's steel.
I wasn't expecting a philosophy conversation with one of these guys. Stalwart and the Iron Flail remained at odds even in the face of a bigger threat, all because of their history.
The problem is not that they remember too much of their history, but rather too little.
The ice underfoot becomes suddenly clear. Between your boots you see an ocean separating a deer in the eastern reach.
Great Serens and Deerwoodens alike began as pioneers from Adir. They all came seeking opportunity.
Boats as small as ants crawl across the glassy blue.
Were they to look farther back, they would see their common origins and desires.
The ice dulls and thickens once more.
One cannot cast history aside simply because it's unpleasant.
I've said my piece.
And we have listened.
Memory remains a burden when you have us. 5, that's what I was thinking too. Return to yourself and be the god of preservation once more.
We shall see this world and its people restored.
Just stop destroying things. A great wind shoves at your back. Your ears pop and you feel for a moment as if all of the air is being sucked from the sky. Suddenly it ends and you are standing in the snow looking over Kayron's scar.
The Eyeless disappeared beneath the lake, their bond to Andra finally severed. With this threat ended, hope returned to the White March.
Yay!
Hunters returned to the wildernesses, and travelers to the roads. Tales of the Watcher's bravery replaced stories of monsters in the woods. The villagers of Stalwart busied their hands with work and their tongues with song, eager to seize on the promise of peace.
Soulbound upgrades are completed. Echo of the Maker. Foe AoE only vessels frightened. Wait, which of these are new and which aren't? Once per encounter he had that. Abaddon's power on critical hits. So successful prone for 5 seconds, only vessels. Whew. That was a pretty good DLC. The highlight was that,
Hey.
Kraken. That thing was neat looking as hell. That was a really, really neat looking boss. It is so nice to see things cleared out. We've got 3 quests, 1 task, and a main quest. That's it. Whew. Turn to Kainoa, yeah. Sounds like a good idea. Deerwood, Kainoa. Because tomorrow, Endless Paths. We're going to take that out. Try to take it out. I don't know how long the last 5 floors or so are of that place. I think I'm on floor 9.
Amazing. You could fit a whole village in here.
But I have a feeling I'll be able to butcher pretty much everything I run into for the first few floors I go back into. Depending on how the Endless Paths go, you could potentially finish the game tomorrow. Depends on your speed. That would actually be a nice way to end it for the week. Well, I still got to do console hot though.